Three, two, one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Haas, and today we're going. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Haas, and today we're going to be going over the market. Hey everybody, welcome back to the. Why? What? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Haas, and today we're going to be going over the crypto market cap, where it is right now, and we're also going to be talking about some tokens that I am actively buying, even though everything is as bullish as it is. So, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Haas, and today we're going to be going over the crypto market cap, where we are today, because I think today is just a fantastic, exciting day. And make sure to watch to the end because I'm going to be talking about two projects that I'm currently buying in this time. Of course, everything's really bullish, so to find things at a cheap price is kind of hard. So if you're looking for something to dip some money into, stick for. So if you're looking for something to stick. So if you're looking for something to dip some money into, stick around for that. Okay, so the crypto market cap is sitting at roughly 2 trillion, 2.02 trillion, which is massive. This is amazing for the crypto market cap. Again, Bitcoin is still at the $58,000 range, which is an amazing bullish indicator for most altcoins. So this is a great news for altcoins. Not so much great news for Bitcoin, but you know, the maxis can go ahead and cry. Ethereum is now breaking above the 2100 range, being at 2121. So that's very good for ETH holders. And again, I think ETH is going to do well with the new update that's going to be reducing gas fees and also Uniswap version 3. So two tokens to be super bullish on is ETH and Uniswap at this point. So if you do hold them, great. If you don't have any of either, I would at least build a little position, but I wouldn't be super aggressive at these prices. XRP is floating at roughly around $1. That's super exciting for me, super exciting for some of my holders. I know it's not everyone's favorite token, but you know, my investment strategy typically is to not follow the mob mentality and just go with my gut and see what feels good. My XRP bet has felt good from the point that I got into it, and my dollar cost average is roughly around 28 cents. So irregardless of what you could say, I'm still at a healthy amount of profit. So regardless of what people think of XRP, it is what it is. It's still performed very well. I do understand the FUD around XRP, trust me. But we do know that the SEC case is at least coming to a conclusion for XRP holders. So regardless if it will outperform or will not outperform certain cryptocurrencies, I still think that it's not going to be left out of this bull market, which is pretty evident of what's happened. So if you do hold XRP, I would still caution to hold. And that goes with any project. Anytime you hear a massive amount of FUD on a project, really just trust your gut. I'm a big proponent of just excluding mob mentality completely out of my decisions. So even when people are super bullish on one token, I try to look at it. I try to look at it in a pretty objective way. To make sure that I'm making an appropriate decision. So here we are. XRP is finally over $1 for all of my XRP bros, and I know there's not many of you guys that are subscribed for XRP. So here it is, the beautiful $1. So here it is, the beautiful $1 XRP. So if you are subscribed and you have XRP, if you're subscribed and if you have XRP, go ahead and comment below. I know there's not many of you, so we're a dying breed. But if you do hodl, please let me know. But for everyone else that thinks XRP is a scam, that's fine, because we're going to be talking about ADA next and where ADA can go in the near term. So we've talked about ADA before, and we thought that ADA could roughly hit around a $2 ADA in So we've talked about ADA before, and ADA's gone through a bit of a weird time in the last couple hours. We see some giant wicks, both for the north side and for the downside. So it did get rejected over at that 34. So it did get rejected at the $1.34 level and came right down. I'm not terribly concerned because obviously we're still floating at around a I'm not terribly concerned because obviously we're still floating around $1.27. If you are concerned and you're an ADA holder, I probably wouldn't be. The longer we hold in moments of consolidation and accumulation is typically where we're going to build the framework and is typically where we're going to lay down the bricks and build the framework for an extended parabolic rise. Now, that being said, I know there's a lot of doomsayers out there too that'll say that ADA could potentially crash. And I'm just going to say this in terms of Cardano. In my experience with Cardano, if it's ever crashed, it's usually just followed big coins like Bitcoin and everything else. I do think that Cardano could definitely go through a retracement, but the likelihood is most likely it's just going to maintain these levels. I think we're going to kind of build a new level of support here, and you can see that there's not much support considering we haven't been above this level for long. So we still need to accumulate and build a little bit of support. A big thing with Cardano and what I don't think a lot of ADA holders don't quite understand is the chart is historically moved relatively. A big thing about Cardano and the thing that I think most ADA holders don't understand is that the chart has historically moved relatively slow. So it doesn't make fast moves or big moves. Usually it's very slow, methodical, and follows the system updates and everything else that's coming down with the Cardano system. Some big news with Cardano, though, is the staking pools are officially at 100%. Big news with Cardano is that the new blocks are Big news with Cardano, though, is the new blocks are creating 100% of the. The big news with Cardano, though, is the stake pools are making 100% of the new blocks that are coming out for the block. Big news with Cardano, though, is that the big news for Cardano, though, is that the blocks are 100% being created by the stake pools themselves. So now the blockchain is fully 100% decentralized. So this is obviously huge bullish indicators for Cardano. I think Cardano, in terms of the fundamentals, are going to do well. And if you're concerned at this level, I wouldn't be. I would just be holding for higher levels. I wouldn't be buying Cardano unless I didn't have a Cardano position. I think I've held that position quite some time for a good amount of cryptos. You have DOT sitting at $42. I wouldn't be buying DOT. But again, if I didn't have any DOT, it's too risky not to have. So these are things that I would still hold at least a little bit in my bags. But right now, I don't think I'm buying any of these. So that brings me to the next point of the video. What coins do we buy when everything is pumping? Even coins that have shilled for a while, like Celsius, the Cell token, which I'm a huge Cell bull. If you guys don't remember, I've talked about Cell before on this channel. Maybe you guys haven't seen those videos, but definitely Cell token and other exchange tokens like CRO, Binance, they're all going to do very, very well this bull market. And I'm lucky to have gotten into Cell basically 10x below what Cell is right now. So incredibly lucky for that. And I do think that Cell with the tokenomics can go much higher. So it is what it is. Again, I wouldn't be buying in these levels. I would be buying back when I was talking about buying, when I was adding it to the portfolio update, when I was buying at the $4.50 mark. So obviously I'm not going to be buying here, but I do think it can go much higher than what it is right now. But I do think for most tokens and for Celsius, but I do think with most tokens, and Celsius is not immune to this, is that we need a cooldown period, and this is a pretty bullish chart. So let's talk about the two tokens that I am buying. We've talked about both of these tokens before. In the dedicated channels, but I'm talking about Harmony One and BPro. First, we're going to go into Harmony One. Harmony One is sitting at a 10% drop today, sitting at 14 cents. My dollar cost average for Harmony One is 9 cents. I'm still accumulating during these times. I do think that Harmony One is one of those tokens that can reach at least the top 20 rank, possibly even more. I think it has a great team and great investors behind it. So I think that this project is going to really light up during this bull market. But especially with the tokenomics, I definitely think that the possibilities are pretty big for Harmony One to at least hit maybe 80 to 90 cents, even $1. But we can see that it's gone through an extended downturn, and this is typical, very typical when projects have pumped. So if we look at the 30-day, so we can see that it's gone through a pretty significant downturn, and right now it's at the lowest that it's been in a while. So right now is probably a great time to start adding some Harmony One to your bags. So I'd definitely be going into that. Now I get asked all the time, so I'm going to mention this again on this. Now I get asked this all the time, so I'm going to mention this again on this video, is that at the bottom of every crypto screen on CoinGecko, you can go down here and select see all trading pairs and see exactly where this token is trading. So if you don't use Binance or Binance US, you can always go here and find out, okay, it trades on KuCoin. I have a KuCoin account. I'm going to go trade over there. The next token that we're talking about is BPRO, down below 2 cents, and it's been a while since BPRO's been down below 2 cents, so there we go. Now is a perfect time to accumulate BPRO. Obviously, I was getting into BPRO a little bit earlier, but this is probably around the bulk of where my DCA is. So ultimately, I'm breaking even at this point. I'm still shoveling money into BPRO, and you can see my mentality here. I'm not buying tokens that have pumped. XRP's pumped, but I'm not buying anymore. BPRO has not pumped. BPRO has not pumped, and the potential is there. So I know it's easy to buy the green candles and buy the grill. So I know it's easy to buy the pumps, but you need to start buying the dumps. So here with BPRO at below 2 cents, it's an incredible steal. I think. I definitely feel that BPRO is going to make splashes in the next little while, especially with the new updates coming out with NFTs and everything with the BPRO network. I think where BPRO is going to go by the end of this bull run is at least going to be in the 400% range of an increase from here. So I'm super bullish on BPRO, where BPRO can go, and I think the network is going to do very well, and I'm excited for new updates to come through on the BPRO network. And again, for this one, you can go down here and find out exactly where to trade. And again, for this one, you can go down right here and find out exactly where to trade it. But right now, Uniswap or KuCoin is probably your best bet. But it is important to note with BPRO is that there's a lot of Twitter chatter and a lot of people pressuring Twitter. But one important thing to note for BPRO is that there's a lot of Twitter pressure for Binance to actually start listing BPRO. Now, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I'm just saying that there's a lot of activity happening on Twitter, and usually when social activity happens like this, it typically means that the project is getting a little bit more traction in terms of the community. So that should be at least a good sign that you should pick up BPRO because more people are looking into it. It's one of the hotter new tokens that have come out. So I definitely would recommend you add BPRO to your bags if you haven't already. That's it for me, everybody. Hopefully this helped. That's it for me, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video That's it for me, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're an XRP holder, congratulations. I would appreciate a like on the video. It really helps share the video out for YouTube and everything. I would appreciate a like on the video. I'd appreciate a like on the video. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and subscribe for more crypto news and analysis. Go ahead and subscribe for more crypto news and analysis. Go ahead and subscribe for more crypto news and analysis. Go ahead and subscribe for more crypto news and analysis. And happy hodling.